In this video, we're going to be discussing how to solve this here math counts problem on linear equations and word problems from the AoPS Algebra 1 course. The problem says, what number, when added to the numerator and denominator of 5/8, results in a fraction whose value is 0.4? So the first step we should take here is to notice that we have two different values here. This is a decimal and this is a fraction. And it's going to be pretty hard to solve this problem when both of these values are two different types of numbers. This is a fraction and decimal. It's going to be hard to figure out what the answer is when we have to work with decimals and we have to work with fractions. So the easiest way to begin here is to convert this decimal to a fraction. This is easy enough here. 0.4 is the same as 4/10, which is the same as 2/5. So that's the value of this decimal here, 2/5. So now we have two of the same term fractions here, 2/5 and 5/8. That allows us to easier solve this problem. So the way I solve this problem is simply by doing this, just to make it easier to see, 5 plus n and 8 plus n. Even though n doesn't have to be positive, we don't have to be adding n to 5 and 8. This could very well be 5 minus n and 8 minus n if n were negative. So we have to keep in mind here that this number could be positive or negative, but it has to be a whole number. Otherwise, there's no way we could get down to this fraction. So from here, all we have to do is just try a few numbers and see which number satisfies the equation, which one brings both the numerator and the denominator down to 2/5. This is actually pretty quick and easy to realize. It's easier than you think. You might be thinking that we have to go through this complex process of trying all sorts of numbers. But really, it's pretty easy because all you have to do is notice 2 and 5. 5 and 8, what do they have in common? They have a common difference of 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. 8 minus 5 is also 3, telling us that n must be negative 3, because we need to reduce the value of the numerator and denominator by 3 to get down to our fraction of 2/5. To verify, 5 plus negative 3, same as 5 minus 3. 8 plus negative 3 is 5 minus 3 over 8 minus 3, which is indeed 2/5. And of course, 2/5 is the same as our decimal, 0.4. So that's pretty much it for our answer. The number equals negative 3. All you've had to do here is first convert this decimal to a fraction to make it easier to solve, and then just look at the question, look at the relationship between the numerator and the denominator of 5/8 and the numerator and denominator of our decimal or fraction, 2/5. That makes it really easy for you to see what our value is here as negative 3. And that was a math counts problem from the linear equations and word problems section of the AoPS Algebra 1 course.